welcome back to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. I'm Sarah Williamson. Follow me on Instagram for a bit of inspiration, check out my website to download resources, and read my book for insights and wisdom. Drink Less, Live Better. I have some coaching spots open at the moment. Pop me an email if you'd like more information. Okay, let's get on with today's episode. Staying motivated when you're tired and drained. If you're listening in today, chances are you're somewhere on the journey of changing your relationship with alcohol. Maybe you've just started, maybe you've been at it for months, or maybe you're picking yourself back up after a little mishap. No matter where you are, I'm glad you're here. This podcast episode is for you today. Here's something that comes up a lot when we're making changes. What to do when you're feeling tired, drained, or just unmotivated. Because the thing is, change is hard, and some days you don't have the energy to do the things that you thought you would. You go to bed at night thinking you're going to do better tomorrow, and then, well, you just don't. Okay, let's look at how we can keep moving forward even when our tank feels empty. Why does tiredness hit so hard in sobriety? When you first stop drinking, your body is adjusting. Your sleep might be a little off. Your mood might swing more than usual. And even after a while, there can be days when the fatigue hits out of nowhere. And that tiredness, it's not just physical, it's emotional as well. Alcohol used to be the shortcut. You were tired, so you had a drink. You were stressed, so you had a drink. You wanted to shut your brain off, so guess what? You had a drink. Without that shortcut, you're left with the real work of soothing yourself, resting, and finding healthier ways to cope. And that work needs time and energy. So if you've been feeling worn out and unmotivated, I want you to know it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. I know, it's annoying, isn't it? Let's shift our expectations. A lot of times when we feel drained, we add this heavy layer of guilt on top. We think, I should be doing more. I should be productive. I should be feeling grateful. And that inner voice piles on the pressure, and suddenly being tired feels like being weak or lazy. But sobriety is already a big job. You're rewiring your brain and body at the same time. So instead of demanding more from yourself when you're drained, try asking, what's the most kind, most sustainable step I can take right now? Sometimes that will mean resting, and sometimes it will mean doing one small thing instead of 10. And sometimes it means just deciding not to drink today, and that will be enough. Can you find some micro motivation? Motivation doesn't have to look like fireworks and pep talks. On tired days, motivation can be as small as reminding yourself of one reason you want to stay sober. Maybe it's waking up without a hangover. Maybe it's being more present for your kids. Maybe it's proving to yourself that you can trust your own choices. When you're drained, don't try to hold a whole mountain. Just find one little pebble from the bottom of the hill and carry that. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, I know, but move your body. When you're exhausted, the last thing you want to do is move, but gentle movement is often what wakes the body up again. I'm not talking about going out for a run or hitting the gym. I'm talking about a 5-minute walk, stretching on the floor, or putting on one song and dancing in your kitchen. Movement tells your body, we're alive, we're here. Let's shake some of this heaviness off. Do you actually know how to rest without numbing? One of the biggest challenges in sobriety is learning the difference between rest and numbing. Rest refuels you, and numbing shuts you down. Scrolling endlessly on your phone, that's numbing. Passing out on the couch with Netflix, usually numbing. And drinking used to be our ultimate numbing tool, but not anymore. Try real rest, lying down with your eyes closed, taking a warm shower for no reason, breathing deeply, journaling your feelings out. These things might not give you the instant off switch alcohol did, but they'll leave you feeling more whole, not more drained. Now, listen up for this one. Connection. When you're tired, it's easy to isolate. You tell yourself, I'll reach out when I feel better. But sometimes the quickest way to feel better is to reach out first. Call a sober friend, post in a support group, send a text that just says, hey, I'm struggling today. You don't need to be inspiring or cheerful. You just have to be honest. Connection reminds you that you're not carrying this alone. Other people are doing this sometimes difficult and exhausting work too. You used to pour your energy into drinking, recovering, and feeling guilty. Now, even if you do nothing else, you're building a foundation for a different kind of life. That's worth celebrating, even if the only celebration you can manage is whispering to yourself, yay, go me. Here's a reminder I want you to carry with you. You don't have to feel motivated to stay sober. You just have to stay sober today. And sometimes the gentlest, smallest actions are the ones that keep you going. Next time you're drained, try shifting the expectation. Find your micro-motivation, move gently, rest without numbing, reach for a connection, and celebrate just the bare minimum. Because you're not just learning how to live without alcohol, you're learning how to live with yourself. Thank you for listening in today. Check out the show notes for resources and ways to work with me. Oh, and P.S. I believe in you.